How was last night? Last night was fun, girl. Last night was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed dinner, really enjoyed the company. The food was okay, to be honest. The food wasn't like great, but overall, I had a really good night last night. I'm healing. That's what I'm doing. I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm recovering. I'm discovering myself. I'm doing a lot of things. Meeting people as well, meeting interesting people, meeting different people. I hope I've answered your question. Oh, I'm one of those people who I love to explore. So I love to travel. I love to meet new people. I love to learn different things. Yeah, but I really like being outside. Like I really like going on safaris and seeing animals and things like that. So I'm definitely like an outdoorsy kind of gal. You know what I mean? But not like running and like hard labor outside, but I really like being outside. Like I like to travel, and when I travel to see new things. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, like I appreciate people rooting for me. Like what I will say out of this whole thing is if I tell you guys, it doesn't matter where I am in the world, I get pulled over by women and men, older than me, younger than me. There's just at the time of my daughter's school, there was a grandma who was like, "We're following your story, and we're really rooting for you." On a flight, there was like an ambassador at the time who was like, "I see myself in you," and all of this stuff. So, in a lot of ways, I didn't know that this journey perhaps had to be as public as it's been. Because there are a lot of women who really are miserable out there in marriages, eh? And there are a lot of people, I think, who, need some kind of, not a testimony, but like an example of how other people are doing. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I just have people all over who just are like always giving me so much love and support. So I appreciate, and that's something I'm really, really grateful for. I didn't think that this whole thing was going to be like Zimbabwe worthy, like newsworthy. And I didn't know that there were going to be some people who would relate to the story, So I really appreciate everybody. And love to Botswana too. I should be coming to Botswana this year. It's definitely on my bucket list. I've never been to Botswana. There's a fun fact, but there's a friend in Botswana who I think I need to come see. No, because there are men who ask you out when you're married. It doesn't matter who you're married to. You understand? And I don't really think there is any need for anyone to be intimidated by my ex because, he's moved on, very publicly, and he's getting married soon. So I don't think, I can't speak on behalf of men. I would say, why would you be intimidated? And intimidated by what? Like, what's he, like, I don't know where he would come into any of this. Do you know what I mean? The people who you should be worried about are John and Minana. Okay. And if you can handle them, you know what I mean? Thank you, boo. Oh, fitness is so important, guys. And the reason why I post myself, apart from looking good in, the tights, is because I really do want women to value themselves. I don't think valuing yourself is by dressing in expensive clothes and having expensive hair. I think it starts from the inside. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you eating well? Are you, can your body go 10 rounds? If you were in a boxer's match, can you go 10 rounds? I think that's how you should look at your body and value yourself. People can live up to 100 plus. Why not? And your kids deserve a fit you. You deserve a fit you. And plus, life will throw so many hurdles your way. So you should definitely be the fittest you can be. You know what I mean? So I really hope I do inspire people. It's not been easy. And it's not perfect, and I'm still not at the goal weight, but I really do hope I'm encouraging women to not have kids and let themselves go. Like, take care of yourself. It's been long because there's certain things that me and this ex, we just need to finalize. You understand? So it's been long, but overall, what I think people need to remember is that people break up before they break up. You know what I mean? So in the marriage, I'd already started to mentally prepare myself for this. There are other things I think he's done that I think were shocking post the breakup, but there isn't anything he's doing now that he didn't do when we were married. Let me put it that way. So it's just like he's the same guy. So actually what that does is it makes you happy that you made the choice, because it shows you that the person who you said no to is still the same person. And as long as that's the case, then you made the right decision. And it's just a matter of just finishing off all the different things. That's the only way I can explain my healing journey. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. And this I'm going to say to all the ladies. Ladies, when you go through a divorce, work on your body. That's the first thing you should do. Actually, before, because most of the time when you get divorced, that's where it's going. Whilst you're still there, start working on your body. And you know what it does? It gives you a confidence and a sense of self. You know what I mean? So for me, my goal weight is like 75. And 75 is because I was 75 before I got married and before I had my kids. So it's almost like a gift to myself to say, I'm going back to myself and I'm shedding all the dead weight. You know what I mean? And when you meet someone else, you want to be able to like unpackage yourself and not like the evidence of where you've been and what's happened and where you're coming from. So the weight loss, there's no such thing as a revenge body. In no shape or form is it a revenge body. It's maybe getting back to yourself body. I would label it that. And I think it's so important. It's so important. Want to look good naked, want to look nice, want to look cute. This is what I'm saying, guys. Thank you. And love to Mozambique. What I'll say is I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm there. I can have a conversation with him if he wants. We can laugh if he wants. I don't know if he's there yet. You know what I mean? There are things in his mind that he said he has to do to me before he can, I feel, do this. You know what I mean? So let's pray for him. Let's pray for them so that he ticks all those little boxes and then can now just be a normal person. Let's do that for them. He hasn't introduced her to me yet. But I'm sure he will soon. I'm sure they've got plans. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, what's your plan? Right? And I'm sure she's a smart enough woman to know the smart thing is to really know the ex, to really understand what's going on. I'm sure she's a smart cookie. But right now, obviously, she's trying to just tick her little boxes, cross her T's, dot her I's, which is smart. All the best to you, sis. But no, I've not met her yet. Thank you. My skin is something I'm actively and always working on, guys. It's got ups and downs, but I will post. I'll post. Thank you, guys. We will be adding more content on LinkedIn. I've actually been approached, as I said, by a lot of organizations that want us to really work and push this woman empowerment thing, which is great. As I said, I just didn't think that I was going to become the face of women empowerment, or people would look at me and think of that, or think that what I'm going through relates to that. But the opportunity is there. And it's definitely something I'm going to explore. So you can expect a lot more content on more professional platforms and a lot more interesting collaborations, because those are in the works. And we really do want to help women. A lot of women are just being dragged along, by men who don't like them. So we're trying our best. And it's definitely something that's like that I'm passionate about. This is a good question. Wicknell hurt me in the marriage. That's the truth. It was what he did in the marriage and how he did it. So it wasn't what he did only. It was what he did and it was how he did it. You know what I mean? Because I will never come on my platform and lie. I've got so many young girls. Even that's why I'm actually doing this Q&A. I've got so many young girls who message me and ask me about, they should leave and all this stuff. Like this morning, I woke up to a very sad message from someone who follows me. So it breaks my heart. So I'm not pro-divorce. I'm not. Like, I actually am such a sucker for love. Like, I'm such a sucker for love. I'm such a sucker for relationships. I'm that girl. But unfortunately, you do have to just ask yourself in the marriage, what are married to? Like, what are we doing here? And if it's not marriage anymore, it's not marriage anymore. That's just how I see it. So it was what he did during the marriage. Pushing for the papers. So once I have the papers, then I can treat myself to some counseling. You understand? Yes. A lot of people are like saying stay strong and be blessed and things like that. But what I want to be clear about, guys, is I care more about my heart. I'm in no rush to move on. I'm in no rush to have a public relationship again. I'm just in no rush for any of that. And I don't really have to be strong. I just have to do what I'm doing, which is just work on myself, right? I want to be a whole person for the next person. And I want to be a healed person for the next person. I don't want to just be someone who's just like a tornado just going around like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do.
So this was a Q&A video that Sonja did on her Instagram. As we see, she has been receiving many questions and she is quite open and willing to answer some of the questions, which is quite surprising, but at the same time it's good because she doesn't allow people to make assumptions that are not true, to make assumptions or to move rumors that are not true about her, because we are hearing it from the horse's mouth. So she was talking about how she's on a self-discovery journey and she's trying to heal after the divorce with her ex-husband, who is Wicknell and she talks about how she wants to be healed for the next person, so that she doesn't get into the next relationship with this heartbreak, which I think we can all agree is a good thing. We know that she likes to travel, so that is what she's alluding to. Is she's saying those are part of her favorite activities to do as she is on this journey of self-discovery. As you watch these Q&As, this is not the first Q&A that she has done. This is probably the third or fourth that she has done, and some people may ask why she likes to do these Q&As. Is it attention that she likes? Why does she like to be? You don't get people opening up and sharing like this. Is that she likes attention from the public? Is it because she likes attention? She wants to be disruptive in Wicknell and Lulu's story. I don't know, but she says she does this because she wants to be an example to other women that you can leave a toxic situation, no matter how rich the husband is, no matter how comfortable you are living, you can remove yourself from a toxic situation. So that is what she says is her reason for making these Q&As. She says she wants to empower other women and she wants to be an inspiration. In fact, she does say that there are some women who call her in public, who meet her in public, and they tell her she's been such a huge inspiration. They found the courage to leave a toxic marriage, a toxic relationship because of her, and I guess we can take that as a reason why she's doing this. She also talks about how it is important as a woman to take care of your body while she says the first thing you do after a divorce is to take care of your body. In her case, is to lose weight and look a certain way. You start to think, is this a revenge body type of thing? But she talks about how it gives confidence, it makes the person feel good, and it makes you have value for self. So that is the advice she's been giving other women, to take care of their bodies. She was also talking about how she feels validated that she made the right choice to leave her ex-husband. because he still behaves the same. And I guess this is true in so many other relationships. I think we see it in our own lives, where sometimes you doubt that you made the right choice because even just societal pressures there, everyone is telling you maybe you should have stayed, maybe you should have ungade wakagarira vana, you know, ungade wakabekezela. But she says kuti she feels validated because per social media he's still behaving the same way that he was behaving while they were still married, and that makes her feel like she made the right choice to leave. She made the right choice because he hasn't changed. There was a question where she was asked if she's ready to be introduced to Lulu, and she said that she's been ready. She says that it's actually Wicknell who doesn't seem like he's ready yet. He's not forthcoming, and she is giving undertones ekutaridza kuti he could be playing, he could be trying to play games still, and achida kuita zviya zvekusotesa kana kukaurisa, asiri kuda kuita kuti vangoita kumbaya as a family. He's still trying to make Sonja feel some type of way, but Sonja says that she's ready to meet Lulu, and she wishes nothing but the best for these two people. So we will be seeing in the future if Wicknell eventually goes and introduces Lulu kuna my guru, because my guru says she's ready. And I think it's important, obviously, for them to meet, because this is the woman who potentially will be spending time around her kids, and it's important for the two women to be in good books. But do you think that Wicknell will allow Lulu to be close to Sonja? Leave a comment down below. Do you think kuti Wicknell will allow Lulu to be close to Sonja? And if not, why do you think he will not allow Lulu to be close to Sonja? Do you think Lulu wants to be close to Sonja? If not, why do you think she doesn't want to be? Anyway, this was part 1 of the videos she made. She spent the whole afternoon at my Q&A, so I'll be posting part 2, part 3, part 4. Stay tuned.